How are y'all doing today? Well, it is Thursday, and I am in the process of putting my seatbelt on right now. But I'm getting ready to go to my mom's house, and I got my clippers with me. Got a bag in the back seat. I'm gonna go see about getting the rest of the elderberries if possible. And then there's a tree line down from me that basically was a tree line slash fence line down from where I usually go picking them at. And my mom told me they're just loaded down there with them. So I'm gonna see about going to get some more from down there, so that way well, I can make me a lot more jelly. Now, a few friends of mine were like, man, why you didn't make some wine with it? So what I did is after I had made my jelly of all the pulp that I had that was, mashed up and everything else in seed form, I had basically took the pulp part of it and just poured alcohol mixed with it and letting it sit that way, and then I'll strain out everything afterwards. Now, that's how you make most of your extracts. Is you take a product, mix with alcohol, everything else. Well, I don't want to make an extract. I'm going to make an extract kind of base, but then if I wanted to add some honey to it and some other things, I could literally make my own form of cough syrup. And well, I mean, just call it what it is. You could sip it to have an elderberry kind of flavor, or you could like I'm doing, make your own cough syrup and just kind of do it that way. Now, I got some bottles that I've been trying to figure out what to do with, and now I know what I'm going to do with it. So, and that's what I'm going to be doing with that, with my elderberry squeezing, I guess you can call it, and kind of cheat and do it that way. Now, I do have a few friends of mine that are into as natural remedy form of stuff as possible. Of course, buying alcohol from the store and mixing it with something else to make a remedy is kind of cheating a little bit, but if it serves the same kind of purpose, so be it. And that's just how I kind of look at it. Now, I do know that the way it's looking, I might be getting my ass rained on really good, so I probably will not be taking the camera with me out in the field because, well, my camera's not waterproof for one. Now, if I had a GoPro that was waterproof, yeah, I'd take it out there with me, but I don't have a GoPro, so I'm kind of SOL on that one. But yeah, I'm going to grab as much of these berries as possible, and I'm going to pick as much as possible, so that way, I can get me a good amount going again, because I made 1 pint jar of elderberry jelly, and I made a bunch of like quarter pints, so like your standard itty bitty jelly jars, I made a bunch of them. So, but my goal is to make as much as possible, because man, I tell you what, when I made it, and I watched a video on YouTube how to make it the simplest and easiest way, and that's what I like doing, the simplest and easiest way, and I followed it step by step, and man, it was wonderful. And they were right too, because when you make it and you taste like the very last remnants of it's in the pot, it has it's a weird kind of taste, because it tastes kind of like grape jelly, but then again at the same time it has like a blackberry kind of jelly kind of taste, even though there's no seed in it. man, I tell you what, it's wonderful. I love it. So, but my goal is to make a bigger quantity besides like the small jars. And I mean, the small jars of jelly work fine. You know, like if you don't eat much jelly, and you know, you just nibble on something a little bit here and there, like biscuits or cornbread or something. You know, them small jars, they work perfect. But if you're like me, that eats a peanut butter jelly sandwich 2 or 3 times a week, yeah, it's not very much jelly. You need a lot more, a bigger container for them. So, and I do have a bunch of pints left over, so I'm gonna try to get as much as I can to pint up, you know, and make as much jelly as possible. Yep, there's raindrops. I guess it's gonna be like the old saying, raindrops upon on my head. Oh well, I'll still go out there and pick, even though if it is raining, it won't bother me none. I mean, hell, I've gone out in the blackberry patches and picked blackberries and monsoon kind of weather, so I'm just kind of fearful of lightning, because I've done been shocked before by lightning 2 or 3 different times. Now, I've never been struck by lightning, but lightning has struck at a certain location not too far from my presence, and even though it was a pretty good amount of ways, I still got the jolt. And yeah, it's like nothing you've never felt before. That's why I said, you know, I'm hard to die, I'm hard to kill anyway, because I've been shocked by lightning 3 different times, and I've been electrocuted a few times. So I guess if I ever went to prison and they put me in an electric chair, I still survived. So kind of comical and bad sense of humor, but you know. Damn, my windshield was dirty. Two chicks look like dykes on bikes. Skinnier than hell, and I don't know, I guess I shouldn't have said that, but I did. I don't care. My philosophy is if I think it, I'm going to say it. And that's how I am. If I think it, I'm going to say it. And that's what gets me in trouble a lot of times on Facebook, because I don't care. You know, I'm here at Mama's, so I'm going to turn my little Camry off. Yeah, my mom has a German-style cottage home. It's brick, but it's still a German-style cottage home. So y'all have a great day, and I'll see you again soon, hopefully, if I don't get struck by lightning.